pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like stamps and I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying. This shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Circle up and stay alert. Another cop just stretch the nigga. He a demon, it's an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that oath in blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with you. Fuck the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spit and I ain't listening. Is in fact a fear. If revenge was a woman, now I stroke that bitch like Jack the Ripper. War, we gon' run the summer. It's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that, bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real trigger know them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? When he said something, I ain't hear him. This shit light. It ain't on who got the gun, it's on who gon' up that pipe first. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. 6 shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand and feed you, you'll never get that hand back. He bitchin' about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. I'm a certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, out with that hollow side, yeah, this the real McCoy. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my brain, still I think that's all that I enjoy. The way I get that boy lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
Messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on his ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
Run that shit up, Trey.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch be a whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this law, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about anymore. I need a Vaseline like
gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play, cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on cargo slave ship. What the fuck he do for blacks in his administration? I'm waiting, patient like a saint. Black, Hispanic, Native, they hate your ass the same. Paint Christ in they image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say he hate. African soul niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell toilet connected to the sink. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lies sound promising. Prophecy, gift and a curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock. On my life, I want to be a gangster like a cop. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under your honor, ain't me murdered by them and got a hug from your honor. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priests bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, ranking order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ice agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game, put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves. Chose by the Lord, we could never be the same. Soon as they born, the wicked go astray. They left the truth, they wasn't with us anyway. Niggas weak, they just saying anything to be truthful. We don't want no cowards anyway. Look, coronavirus, that's a plague. You don't get too much sleep when you waking up the dead. First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church. Came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
From Westworld.
Buck roll.
Now I'm one westward, sharper than an ice pick. On you rappers' necks, and it's feeling like some vice grips. Yeah, that's light shit. Send my bro a kite quick. Ties of war, we ain't forget about you. Keep your light lit. Rappers can't see. Most of them scared to witness. Go and close your eyes. That's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences. 23 and 1 out. Praying that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury. I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. It's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Going on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart grip, my bow tie. Waiting on the swerve in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart grip, my bow tie. Living in the swerve in my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Sani, my wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain, it's a shame. So I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Taha Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Light is in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. They can't, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart grip, my bow tie. Waiting on the swerve in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart grip, my bow tie. Living in the swerve in my whole life. My whole life.
That should be it. All right, check the camera. Go ahead. Live. Yeah, I'll do this.
Margin?
Just nice. Are you supposed to go to school? Margin. First priest, present that registry.
Marayala, Banya Hawada, Banya Shala.
Marayala, Banya Hawada, Banya Sarala.
Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shabratham.
Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Brakatah.
Maya Shala.
Turn around and
Face east.
face the east. We're going to start out the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw.
Abanaw.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Balabka. Baba'ah.
Baba'ah.
Ratazaka.
Ratazaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Asha.
Aisha.
Baratazak.
Baratazak.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashemayim.
Bashemayim.
Thundernaw.
Thundernaw.
Come.
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 Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalakinaw.
Wasalakinaw.
Kawadanaw.
Kawadanaw.
Kasubadanaw.
Kasalakinaw.
Kawadanaw.
Kawadanaw.
Bala'ah.
Bala'ah.
Babayanaw.
Babayanaw.
Banasal
Banasal one.
Ball.
Ball.
Hawashayanaw.
Hawashayanaw.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Right.
Right.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Lakah.
Lakah.
Amalakwa.
Amalakwa.
Wala'ala.
Wa'ala.
Wapari.
Rapara.
Lawalami.
Lawalami.
Aman.
Aman.
In the English. Our Father.
Our Father.
Which art in heaven.
Which art in heaven.
Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
Forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
And lead us not
into temptation.
into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
Thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Hakak, the power in Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Babakashah.
Babakashah.
Thundernaw.
Thundernaw. Akak.
Hakak.
Akak.
Laura Paul.
Laura Paul.
Call Makalam.
Call Mark
We call Madawan.
We call Madawan.
Hakak.
Akak.
La Tahar.
Latahar.
Hamatazarayim.
Hamatazarayim.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Lahakim.
Yahakim.
Hamati.
Hamati.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Al.
Al.
Rakawah.
Kakawah.
Hatamalia.
Hatama'ala.
Lagarshi.
Lagarshi.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
The water.
Aman. Aman. In the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the
The
leper.
power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the
The
dead.
power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
Cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
Prayer to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Raklanau.
Barakanaw.
Wa'yasharala.
Wayasharala.
Wa'yabayaf.
Wayabayah.
Sapari.
Sapari.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Water.
The water. Aman. In the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Ashan.
Asha.
Ashan. Ayay.
Ayaya.
Al.
Al.
Hahari.
Hahari.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Yabal.
Yaba'ah.
Azariah.
Isaiah.
Azariah.
Isaiah. Ma'ai.
Ma'ayin. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Asha.
Aisha.
Shamayam.
Shamayam.
Waratazah.
Waratazah.
Al Yathan.
Al-Yathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Al Yanawam.
Ayalawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wallah.
Wallah.
Yashan.
Yashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasharala.
Yasharala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Al-Yay.
Al-Yay.
Yamnaka.
Yamka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakakal.
Yakaka.
Bayarak.
Wayarak.
Balayallah.
Balayallah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yasmarka.
McCall.
McCall.
McCall Rai.
McCall Rai.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Athah.
Ah.
Napaska.
Napaska.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Tazaka.
Taza'atka.
Salaki. Wabawa'aka.
Wabawa'atka.
Mayathan.
Mayathan.
Why alone?
Well, I belong. In English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
From which cometh my help?
From which cometh my help?
My help coming from the Lord.
My help cometh from the Lord.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
You will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee.
Will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold.
He that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve thy going
and
out.
thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
This time forth.
And even forevermore.
And even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Damayan.
Al-Damayan.
Lakah.
Lakah.
Al-Dasharak.
Al-Dakarash.
Well, Dashakwat.
Al-Dashakwat.
Al. Kaya.
Kaya. Hana.
Awabiyaka.
Awabika.
Yahama.
Yahama.
Yawan.
Yawan.
Rash.
Ra'ash. Al.
Amaka.
Amaka.
Yamua.
Yaira Yamwa.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayatha.
Wayatha.
Tazawa.
Yaai Tazawa. Al.
Tazapawanyaka.
Al Tazawanyaka.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakadam.
Wanakakadam.
Magalia.
Magalia.
Waya.
Waya.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yasharala.
Sham Yasharala.
Awada.
Awada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawatazawa.
Nai Tazawa.
Labal.
Labal.
Wakalia. Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Alyaka.
Alyaka.
Baryaf.
Baryaf.
Wayako Rathwa.
Yakaratwa.
Ahalia.
Ahalia.
Adawan.
Adawan.
Yashima. What's that?
Yes, sir.
Yashima.
Yashima.
Allah.
Allah.
Yam. What's that? Al-Yam.
Al-Yam.
Okay. Mawaba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagarium.
Wahagarium. Gabal. Wamawan. Wamalak.
Palashaf. I'm Yeshabia.
I'm Yeshabia.
Tazawar. Gum Yashawar.
Nalawa. Amam. Hayawa. Zarawai.
Labanya. Lawan. Salah. Aisha.
Laham. Kamadian. Kasaya. Sara'ah. Kayabian.
Banakal.
Kwayashwan. Nashimadwa. Bayan. Dara. Hayawa. Daman. La Adama. Shayathamwa. Nada. Yabmuwa.
Kara.
Kaira.
Wakazabak.
Wakazabak.
Zabak.
Waka Sabbath.
Waka Zalmanai.
Waka Zalmanai.
Call Nayakumwa.
Call Nasiakumwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amar.
Amarwa.
Naya Rashab.
Naya Rashab.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Thug. Nawak.
Nawak.
Alahayam.
Alahayam. Alahayam.
Shamya Thumbwa.
Sayatumwa.
Kagogala.
Kagogala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya.
Lapanya.
Rubber Carl.
Robert Cub.
What's that? Kaash.
Kaash.
Double Ira.
Double Ira.
Yaira.
Yaira.
What Lahabia.
What color haba?
Dalahan.
Dalahat.
Harawan.
Hariyam.
Khan.
Khan.
Tharadapma.
Tharadapma.
Basa Irika.
Basa Irika.
Wabasa.
Wabasa.
Wapatka.
Wapatka.
Double Halam.
Double Halam.
My love.
Mala'ar.
Panyahum.
Panyahum.
Kuala One.
Kuala One.
Waya.
Waya.
Bakwashu.
Bakwashu.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Abashwa.
Yabashwa.
Waya.
Waya.
Bahawa.
Bahawa.
Ayai. Waya.
Waya.
Kaparwa.
Kaparwa.
Waya.
Waya.
Abadwa.
Abadwa.
Waya.
Waya.
The Iowa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Atha.
Shemka.
Shemka. Yahawa. Labadka. Ayuwan. Cow. In the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
thine
enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee.
Have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
Against thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted.
Consult
Against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden one.
They have said.
They have said,
Come.
Come.
And let us cut them off.
Let us cut them off
From being a nation.
being a nation.
That the name of Israel.
The name of Israel
May be no more remembered.
may no more remember.
For they have consulted together.
They have consulted together
With one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
The
thee.
tabernacles of Edom.
Tabernacles of Edom.
And the Israelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Moab.
And the Hagarim.
And Hagarim.
Gabal.
Baal.
And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur is also joined with them.
So also joined with
They
them.
have hope in the children of
I
Lot.
have hope of the children alive.
Salah.
Salah.
Do to them.
Do unto them.
And up to the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kishon.
Brook of Kishon.
Which perished at Endor.
Perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They came as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like a red.
And like Zael.
Like Zael.
Hey,
Yea.
all their princes.
All their princes.
As Zabah.
As Zabah.
And as Zamun.
And as Zamun.
Who said,
Who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us say to
the
ourselves,
houses of Yahweh in possession.
the house of the house of possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble for the
As
wind.
the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
As the flame set the mountains on
So
fire.
persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempest.
with thy tempest.
And make them
And
afraid
make them afraid
with thy storm.
with the storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
In their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded
Let them be confounded.
and troubled forever.
In trouble forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou,
That thou,
whose name alone,
whose name alone,
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high,
art the Most High,
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
SARS.
It's turn.
SARS mean to turn. Shabia mean to be seated.
All right, so we're going to pick up where we left off last week. We're going to be in the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 20 and verse 12. So let's see here. Let me get there. If you could, Barbara, get started in a moment. So at the point we're at in the story, Saul is actively trying to kill David, King David. You know what I mean? David was his armor bearer. David gained a lot of glory in Israel. He eventually married one of Saul's daughters. They became Saul's son-in-law. Jonathan, Saul's son, became David's best friend. And Saul developed a jealousy for David. Because the women, David gained a lot of glory in Israel. The women of Israel, one day when they came back from battle, started saying, they ran out to the streets and sang a song saying, Saul killed his thousands, while David killed his 10,000s. So Saul, that enraged Saul. And Saul already had an evil spirit cast on him by the Lord. That David used to play the harp or the guitar or whatever, and it soothed that spirit. But after that song, that spirit started to consume Saul, and he got consumed by his rage and his jealousy towards David, to the point where he used to try to throw a javelin at him and try to pin him to the wall, pin his head to the wall, and kill him in court in front of everybody. So that evil spirit on Saul could no longer be subdued. He started actively first he tried to find excuses to kill David. Then he just actively, flat out, started to try to kill him. He sent his servants to try to trick him into saying something to make it seem like he wanted to usurp the throne. But David was a very humble brother and a very wise brother. He knew not to say anything that would, anything that would insinuate treason. And plus, David loved Saul. He didn't want to betray him. So that demon came over Saul, and it was nothing that anyone could do. And now David is on the run, and Saul has sent messengers, as they say, to fetch David and bring him back so he can kill him. They also had orders to kill him on the spot if they could. You know what I mean? So that's where we're at in the story. Salaki. All right, you ready?
Okay. It's the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 20, verse 12 in the Hebrew. When you Amar, Yahweh Nathan, Dawadah, Yahweh, Alahaya, Yasharala, Kaya, Akakor, Af, Abaya, Ka'aith, Makar, Hashalashiyah, Wahana, Tawa, Dawadah, Wala'a, Azah, Ashlak, Alayak, Wagalayatia, it's like Wagalayatia, Af, Abi, Azanak, verse 13, Kaha, Ya'isha, Yahweh, Yahweh, it's like La Yahweh Nathan, Makah, Yasayak, Kaya, Yayata, Abaya, Haraiha, Alyak, Mogalatia, Azanak, Washala Katayak, Walakala, Wahalakala, Lashwa, Wayahaya, Yahweh, Imak, Ka'ashar, Haya, Ain, Abaya, verse 14, Wala'a, Abadanya, Kaya, Wala'a, Da'aisha, Imani, Kasad, Yahweh, Wala'a, Amaya, it's like Amawa, verse 15, Wala'a, Dakarath, Kasadak, Ma'ain, Bayataya, Awalam, Wala'a, Bahakarath, Yahweh, Ayabaya, Dawada, Ayash, Ma'al, Panya, Ha'adama, verse 16. Yakarath, Yahweh Nathan, Ain, Bayath, Dawadah, Wabakwash, Yahweh, Mayad, Abayah, Dawadah, verse 17. Yasawak, Yahweh Nathan, Lashabaya, it's like Lashabai, Ath, Dawadah, Habatwa, Atawa, Kaya, Ahabath, Napashawa, Ahabawa, verse 4, it's like verse 18, where you Amar, Lawa, Yahweh Nathan, Kar, Kadash, Wanapakodath, Kaya, Yapakwad, Mawashabak, verse 19.
That was it.
This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 20, and verse 12 in the English. And Jonathan said unto David, O Lord God of Israel, when have I sounded my father about tomorrow any time, or the third day? And behold, if there be good toward David, and I then sin not unto thee, and shew it to thee.
So Jonathan met with David, and he convinced him. He said, "Listen, I'm still your boy. Like, I know my pops is wrong. He's trying to kill you. You ain't do nothing wrong. I got your back." But David's like, "Yeah, I'm not coming home." Right. You know what I mean? Like, I hear you. You know, Jonathan kind of was trying to, like, let's go holler at my pops. He's like, "Nah, your pops trying to kill me." You know what I mean? So Jonathan said, "Okay, listen, I'm your boy. I got your back. I'm gonna go holler at my pops, see what the problem is, and see if we can resolve this." So if I go to my pops, and Dave was like, "Well, how would I know it's resolved?" It was basically, Jonathan said, "I'm gonna go to him. If he says something kind about you, and it shows that spirit is off of him, I send word to you that my father speaks kindly of you. Then you'll know that if he said pleasant things about you, you'll know that it's okay for you to come home. If not, I'll let you know, and then don't, stay on the run, because my pops is trying to kill you." You know what I mean? So that's what Jonathan is saying here. If my father does evil, he's asking the Lord to let David know. So if for some reason Jonathan can't come back to warn David, you know what I mean? Like, my pops is still on that bull crap. You know what I mean? That the Lord somehow lets David know. All right, continue.
Verse 13. The Lord do so much. It's like the Lord do so and much more to Jonathan. But if it please my father to do thee evil, then I will shew it to thee, and send thee away, that thou mayest go in peace, and the Lord be with thee, as he had been with my father. Verse 14. And thou shalt not only, while yet I live, shew me the kindness of the Lord, that I die not. Verse 15. But also thou shalt not cut off thy kindness from my house forever. No, not when the Lord hath cut off the enemies of David, every one from the face of the earth. Verse 16. So Jonathan made a covenant with the house of David, saying, let the Lord even require it at the hand of David's enemies. Verse 17. And Jonathan caused David to swear again, because he loved him. For he loved him as he loved his own soul.
And a lot of you conscious community cats, I saw some cat trying to call himself setting up a debate with Captain Zayat. You know what I mean? And they're talking about, do you deny the relationship between Jonathan and David? No. They were best friends. They were like brothers.
Right.
You know what I mean? They said that the love that these brothers had for each other transcended the love that a man has for a woman. You know what I mean? That means that David loved Jonathan more than he loved his wife. Jonathan loved David more than David loved his wife. Right. And they would die for each other. You know what I'm saying? They were ride and die for each other. If you've ever had a best friend, if you've ever had brothers around you, you know what I mean, that care for you, that you care for, you know what I mean? What they used to say in the world, bros before hoes. Right. You know what I mean? Salakia. But that's how David and Jonathan felt. You know what I'm saying? They because it said they loved each other. You got to be a real homosexual to not understand, to look at the fact that these two grown men had a love for each other and think something gay. The Lord does not approve of homosexuality. Right. And the Bible says that David was a man after the Lord's own heart. So if he was a man after the Lord's heart, that means David followed the laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? David followed the Lord in his life during his lifetime. So he's not going to do something homosexual or gay or be involved in that type of relationship, because then that would go against what the Lord loves. Okay? So they just had that. So that right there, Jonathan prayed unto the Lord that, you know what I mean, if he didn't warn David that, you know what I'm saying, if his father was evil, you know what I mean, that the Lord would spare Jonathan, and then have mercy on David and let David go on his way and continue to protect him like he had been doing, and destroy his enemies like he had been doing. David had been in countless battles at this point, and he was known for routing the Philistines. You know what I'm saying? He killed many of Philistines. He ran out and brought 200 of their foreskins so he could marry Saul's daughter. You know what I'm saying? He just went out and killed 200 Philistines just to marry Saul's daughter. You know what I mean? So he's praying a prayer, you know what I mean, and giving an oath to David. There's nothing gay about anything that was just said in these verses. Right. You know what I mean? So I just needed to clear that up. So, all right, let's go on to these next 7. You got one more with Slot. Go ahead.
Verse 18. Then Jonathan said to David, tomorrow is the new moon, and thou shalt be missed, because thy seat will be empty.
So he's saying tomorrow's the new moon. You know what I mean? We start the cycle of the new moon. He's like, you know what? Man, your seat gonna be empty. You know what I mean? On the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna miss you. Because they probably sat near each other. You know what I'm saying? At this point, these brothers are growing up together. You know what I'm saying? They probably didn't chase women together, grab wives, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, and had all types. They done fought on the battlefield together. They done sat in the royal court together. That's his brother. Go ahead.
So is this one of the scriptures that fake Israelites would be using to allow to say that you should worship the new moon, or you should teach the new moon or something?
Yeah. Almost any scripture in here that says something about the new moon, they try to use. Well, see, he said the new moon is tomorrow. Your seat going to be missed. We don't worship the new moon. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is one of the scriptures that they will try to use. See, David and Jonathan worshiped the new, what we did such and such on the new moon. Sit down. The Sabbath is sun up to sundown on the 7th day. If it was by the new moon, Captain Tazariak broke this down to one of them years ago, and it amazes me they still try to do this new moon Sabbath, okay? If the Sabbath is based on a lunar calendar and you set the Sabbath based on the new moon, no, it's Captain Kadazar, you would end up skipping a Sabbath. Because when the way the new moon, the phases of the moon go, he had broke it down and went through a whole chart. You get to a point where it does, the new moon does not line up with the 7-day calendar. So if you go 7 days from the new moon, you're going to end up skipping a Sabbath day. So that's why, to make it simple and avoid confusion, we do what the scriptures say and celebrate the Sabbath on the 7th day, period. You count 7 days. On that 7th day, it's a Sabbath. You don't base it on a lunar calendar. You know what I mean? Yeah, come. But yeah, this is one of them scriptures they'll try to throw at you, talking about David and the new moon, and we supposed to celebrate. And get out of here. We do what the Lord says. You know what I'm saying? All right. But yeah, come. Next, get the next 7.
For Samuel chapter 20. And verse 19 in the Hebrew. Shalashah.
What's up?
It's like what Shalashah? Terah, Ma'ad, Waba'ath, Al, Hamakawam, Ashar, Nasatarath, Shum, Bayawam, Hama'isha, Waya Shabbath, Atazal, Ha'aban, Ha'azal, verse 20, Wa'anya, Shalashah, Hakatazayam, Tazada, Awara, Lashalah, Laya, Lamatara, verse 21, Wahana, Ashalak, Af, Hanair, Laka, Mataza'a, Af, Hakatazayam, Af, Amar, it's like Amar, Lanair, Hana, Hakatazayam, Mamak, Wahana, Kokanwa, Waba Aha, Kaya, Shalom, Shalom, Laka, Wahayan, Dabar, Kaya, Yahweh, verse 22, Wa'am, Kaha, Amar, La'ilam, Hana, Hakatazayam, Mamak, La La'aha, Laka, Kaya, Shalakak, Yahweh, verse 23, Wahadabar, Ashar, Dabaranwa, Anaya, Wa'ana, Hana, Yahweh, Bayanaya, Wabayanak, I, Awalam, verse 24, Wayasadar, Dawada, Bashada, Wayahaya, Hakadash, Wayasha, Hamalak, Al, All, Halakam, La'akawal, verse 25, Wayasha, Hamalak, Al, Momashabwa, Kapa'ain, Bapa'ain, All, Mawashab, Hakoraya, it's like Hakoyar, Wayaquam, Yahweh Nathan, Wayashab, Abanar, Matazad, Sha'awal, Wayapaquad, Makawam, Dawada. This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 20, verse 19 in the English. And when thou hast stayed there, it's like, and when thou hast stayed 3 days, then thou shalt go down quickly and come to the place where thou didst hide thyself when the business was in hand, and shalt remain by the stone Ezel. Verse 20. And I will shoot 3 arrows on the side thereof, as though I shot at a mark. Verse 21. And behold, I will send a lad, saying, Go and find the arrows. If I expressly, it's like, and behold, I will send a lad, saying, Go find out the arrows. If I expressly say unto the lad, Behold, the arrows are on this side of thee, take them, then come thou, for there is peace to thee, and no hurt, as the Lord liveth. Verse 22. But if I say thus unto the young man, Behold, the arrows are beyond thee, go thy way, for the Lord has sent thee away. Verse 23. And as touching the matter which thou and I have spoken of, behold, the Lord be between thee and me forever. Verse 24. So David hid himself in the field, and when the new moon was come, the king set him down to eat meat. Verse 25. And the king sat upon his seat, as at the times, even upon a seat by the way, it's like even upon a seat by the wall. And Jonathan arose, and Abner sat by Saul's side, and David's place was empty.
All right, John. So I think all of those are pretty self-explanatory. They just set up a signal, you know what I mean? So David could know without, he went back into hiding, and they just set up a signal. So David could know either come out of hiding and come home, or flee. Stay hiding, don't come back. Simple as that. Let's get to the next one. We can just go wrap it out. Okay.
It's the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 20, and verse 26 in the Hebrew.
I'll get these.
Okay.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 20, and verse 26 in the Hebrew. Wala'ah, Debar, Shawal, Mawama, the Yawam, Bayawam, Ahawa, Kaya, Amar, Makara, Hawa'a, Balathia, Sahawar, Stakia, Stakia. That's a tough. Oh, that's a tough, right?
In 26.
In 26 after Balathia.
Yeah.
That's a tough. Stakia, I'm using the phone now. Tawar, Hawa'a, Kaya, La'a, Tawar, verse 27. Wa Yahaya, Mama Cook, Slacky. Should have ate that biscuit. Slacky. Mama Karab, Hakadash, Hashanya, where you Pequad, Makawam, Dawada, where you Mar, Shawal, Al, Yahawanathan, Banawa, Madawai, La'a, Ba'a, Ban, is that a one? Yeah, Ban, Yashaya, Gum, the Mawal, Gum, Hayawam, Al, Halakam, verse 28. Ayan, Wayain, Waha, Yaha, Wanathan, Sha'awal, Nasha'al, Basha'al, Nasha'al, Dawada, Ma'ai, I, Bayath, Lakam, verse 29. Wayamar, Shalaknia, Na'a, Kaya, Zabak, Mashabaka, Lanwa, Ba'ayar, Wahawa, Tazawa, Laya, Akiya, Waita, Matazathia, Khan, Ba'ayan Yar, Ba'yan Yak, Amalata, Ba'a, Wa'ara'a, Ath, Akiya, Al, Khan, La'a, Ba'a, Al, Shalatan, Shalathak, that is the Shalakan, the water. Hamalak, verse 30. Where your car, Apa, Shawal, Baya, Hawanathan, where your Mar, Lawa, Ban, Na'awath. Hama Radawath. Halawa. Saki Halawa. Yada'ithia. Kaya. Bakar. Atha. Laban. Yashaya. Labashatak. Salaki. Walla Bashat. Walla Bashath. Salaki. Arawath. Amak. Verse 31. Kaya. Ka. Hayamayam. Ashar. Ban. Yashaya. Kaya. Al. Haramah. Dama. Yeah. Dama. Adama. La'a. Takawan. Atha. Wamalak. Wathan. Wamalak. Wathak. Wa'itha. Shalak. Wakwak. Athwa. Aliyah. Kaya. Ban. Mawath. Hawa'ah. Verse 32. Wa'ya'ain. Yahawanathan. Az. Sha'awal. Abayawa. Wamar. Alyawa. Laba'a. Yawamath. Ma'ah. Aisha.
It's the book of Samuel, chapter 20, verse 26 in the English. Nevertheless, Saul spake not anything that day, for he thought something had befallen him. He is not clean.
Wait.
26.
Did we go? No, we didn't go past.
No, we did.
We did that. Yeah, that's lucky. Right.
This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 20, verse 26 in the English. Nevertheless, Saul spake not anything that day, for he thought something had befallen him. He is not clean. Surely he is not clean. 27. And it came to pass on the morrow, which was the second day of the month, that David's place was empty. And Saul said unto Jonathan his son, wherefore cometh not the son of Jesse to meet, neither yesterday nor today? 28. And Jonathan answered Saul, David earnestly asked leave of me to go to Bethlehem. Verse 29. And he said, let me go, I pray thee, for our family hath the sacrifice in the city, and my brother, he hath commanded me to be there. And now, if I have found favor in thine eyes, let me get away, I pray thee, and see my brethren. Therefore he cometh not unto the king's table. Verse 30. Then Saul's anger was kindled against Jonathan. And he said unto him, thou son of the perverse rebellious woman, do not I know that thou hast chosen the son of Jesse to thine own confusion, and to the confusion of thy mother's nakedness?
He just basically that. How can I say this? He said, the son of a perverse, rebellious woman. That's ancient, old school way of basically calling him an SOB. You know what I mean? He just said, if you preferred, basically he's saying that you betrayed me. You prefer David over me. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Verse 31. For as long as the son of Jesse liveth upon the ground, thou shalt not be established, nor thy kingdom. Wherefore now send and fetch him unto me, for he shall surely die.
So basically, it's like, you know what? As long as David lives, you're not gonna get your inheritance. You know what I mean? Saul is irate. He probably was planning to kill David. You know what I mean? That day, it seemed like in the beginning, it seemed like, you know, he noticed he wasn't there. Then the next day, he noticed he wasn't there, and he's like, "Man, where's David? Is he okay? Is he not feeling good? Why is he not here?" Well, maybe because you're trying to kill him. You know what I mean? So then they gave the story. He said, "Well, he asked me if he could go to his hometown to sacrifice with his family. They got a sacrifice they need to do." So he went to his brother's house, and Saul is irate with him, called him an SOB, just insulted his mom, and told him, "You're not going to get your inheritance as long as David is alive." Go ahead.
Verse 32. And Jonathan answered Saul his father, and said unto him, Wherefore shall he be slain? What hath he done?
That was it. All right. So Jonathan just asked Saul, "What did David do wrong? Why do you want to kill him?" You know what I mean? Let's get the next couple verses so we can get the answer.
This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 20, and verse 33 in the Hebrew. Where tall, Shawal, Af, Hakanayath, Al Yawa, Lahakatawa, where I, Yahweh Nathan, Kaya, Kala, Hayah, Ma'ain, Abayawa, Lahamayath, Af, Dawada, verse 34, where Yaquam, Yahweh Nathan, Ma'ain, Hashalatan, Bakaria, Apa, Wala'a, Akal, Bayawam, Hakadash, Hashanawa, Akam, Kaya, Naitazah, Al, Dawada, Kaya, Hakalamu, Abayawa, verse 35, Wayahaya, Babakor, Wayataza'a, Wahamanathan, Hashada, Lamawai, Dawada, Wanair, Quatan, Amawa, verse 36, Waya Amar, Nanaira, Rataza, Mataza'a, Na'a, Af, Hakatazayam, Ashar, Anakaya, Marawa, Hanair, Rataza, Wahawa'a, Yara'a, it's like Yara, Hakatazia, Laha Yarwa, it's like Laha I Barwa, verse 37, Wayaba'a, Hanair, I, Makawam, Hakatazia, Ashar, Yara, Wahamanathan, Wayakora, Yahamanathan, Akarya, Hanair, Waya Amar, Halawa'a, Hakatazia, Mamak, Wala'aha, verse 38, Wayakora, Wahamanathan, Akarya, Hanair, Mahara'a, Karasha, all, the Tazamad, Wayalaquat, Nair, Wahamanathan, Af, Hakatazia, Wakataziyam, Wayaba'a, all, Adayawa, verse 39, Wahanair, La'a, Yadai, Ma'awama, Aka, Wahamanathan, Wadawada, Yadaiwa, Af, Hadabar. 40, also one more. When you're done,
Go ahead and finish them out.
come. When you're done, you have it done. Off. Call you all. Hanair, Ashar, Lawa, Waya Amar, Lawa, Laka, Habaya, Ha'ayar. Verse 41, Hana'ir, Ba'a, Wadawada, Kwam, Matazal, Hanagab, Waya Paul, La Payawa, Aratazaha, Waya Shatakwa, Shalash, Pa'amayam, Lashawakawa, Ayash, Af, Raihawa, Wayabakawa, Ayash, Af, Raihawa, I, Dawada, Hagadal, verse 42, where you Amar, Wahawa Nathan, Ladawad, Laka, La Shalom, La Dawada, Laka, Lasha, 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 Lawam, Ashar, Yashabainawa, Shanainawa, Anakananwa, but Basham, Yahweh, La Amar, Yahweh, Wahaya, Bayanya, Wabayanak, Wabayan, Zara'aya, Wabayan, Zara'ik, I, Awalam, Wayakum.
Wait.
Yes.
That was it.
Oh, come.
42, right?
Yeah.
We can read the English. If you pick up in the English, we was at verse 38, right?
Yeah, come.
33? Yeah, 33.
1 Samuel chapter 20, verse 33 in the English. And Saul cast a javelin at him to smite him, whereby Jonathan knew that it was determined of his father to slay David.
So, I mean, Saul got that demon that's on Saul is vicious. He tried to pin David to the wall and threw it at David's head and tried to pin him to the wall several times. Now he just did the same thing to his own son. You know what I mean? But Jonathan know that that's anger at the fact that he wants to kill David. That's how bad he wants to kill David, that he just tried to kill his own son. Go ahead.
Verse 34. So Jonathan arose from the table in fierce anger and did eat no meat the second day of the month, for he was grieved for David, because his father had done him shame. Verse 35. And it came to pass in the morning that Jonathan went out into the field at the time appointed with David, and a little laid with him. 36. And he said unto his lad, Run, find out now the arrow which I shoot. And as the lad ran, he shot an arrow beyond him. 37. And when the lad was come to the place of the arrow which Jonathan had shot, Jonathan cried after the lad and said, Is not the arrow beyond thee? 38. And Jonathan cried after the lad, Mark, speed, haste, stay not. And Jonathan's lad gathered up the arrows and came to his master.
So Jonathan he's up, of course he's angry at his father. You know what I mean? Because he wants to kill David for no reason. So Jonathan just gave David the signal, telling him to run. Don't go and don't come back. My dad wants to kill you. You know what I mean? Go ahead. Because
verse 39. But the lad knew not anything. Only Jonathan and David knew the matter. 40. And Jonathan gave his artillery unto the lad and said unto him, Go, carry them to the city.
So he just gave the signal that the young boy's doing what he's supposed to do. He's going and gathering the arrows and bringing them back. So Jonathan just gave him his arrows and all that, told him, go ahead up to the city. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Verse 41. And as soon as the lad gone, David arose out of the place towards the south and fell on his face to the ground and bowed himself 3 times. And they kissed one another and wept. And as soon as the lad was gone, David rose out of the place towards the south and fell on his face to the ground and bowed himself 3 times. And they kissed one another and wept one with another until David exceeded.
Now, once again, this is another verse that the Kemetic community, so-called conscious community, tries to use to say, see, Jonathan and David were gay. They kissed each other. They didn't walk up and kiss each other like a man kisses a woman. They didn't kiss each other. They gave what's called the holy kiss, or they saluted each other.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? How you see brothers in the Israelite school, y'all. That's what they did.
That's right.
They didn't walk up and kiss each other and wept. They walked up like brothers. They gave the holy kiss, which is the salute. They saluted each other, and then they wept. They shed tears because you know what? They're best friends. And as a kid, if your best friend moved away, you cried.
Right.
If you lose your best friend, you're going to be hurt. You're going to be sad. Right. So there's nothing wrong with them, with two grown, and these are warriors. If David and Jonathan were here today, all you guys is trying to speculate about their sexuality, they would beat the tar off of you.
Right.
These brothers killed thousands upon thousands of men in war. These are two warriors. You get that Greco-Roman thing out of your mind when it comes to our nation. You know what I'm saying? They're not Alexander. They're not out here having homosexual relationships with each other. You know what I mean? So you have to understand the context of a thing.
Well, being not so heavy, I don't want. And what they not going to do is they didn't celebrate Valentine's Day.
Well, yeah, definitely. It wasn't no Valentine's Day.
Right.
But anyway, though, yeah, get that. As grown men, you have to get those gay thoughts out of your head. You know what I'm saying? Right. If you don't understand something in the Bible, ask the priest of the Lord so they can break it down to you.
That's right.
It's just as simple as that. Keep going.
So verse 42. And Jonathan said to David, Go in peace, for as much as we have sworn both of us in the name of the Lord, saying, the Lord be between me and thee, and between my seed and thy seed forever. And he arose and departed, and Jonathan went into the city.
So basically, what the Wu-Tang say, my seed flow with his seed, marry his seed. You know what I mean? It's like, look, the Lord is going to be with us forever. We've sworn ourselves onto the Lord. The Lord being between us means that's the love of the Lord is between us.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're both men of the Lord. We're both serve the Lord's army. You know what I mean? The Lord is with us, and they'll be with my seed and your seeds forever. And they departed. So if them brothers ain't kiss each other, they saluted each other, they blessed each other, and then they departed away. They were sad that they had to depart ways because of Saul's wickedness, but that's just what you witnessed. Nothing gay, no secret lover, none of that crap that they be trying to say.
Right.
You know what I mean? All right, let's get these next 7.
It's the book of 1 Samuel chapter 21, verse 1 in the Hebrew. Where you quam, where you lock, where you having a done, but how you iron. It's like her ayar. Verse 2, where you have dawada, naba, all, akayamalak, hakahan, where you karud, akayamalak, the Qur'an, dawada, where you amar, lawa, marawai, atha, labadak, wa ayash, ayan, akad, it's like atak. Verse 3, where you amar, dawada, la akayamalak, hakahan, hamalak, tazawanya, dabar, where you amar, aya, ayash, all, yadai, ma'awama, af, hadabar, ashar, anakaya, shalakak, wa ashar, tazawayadak, wa af, hana arayam, yamadaithia, all, Makwawam, Palania, Ayamowania, verse 4. Wa'aita, Maha, Yesha, Takath, Yadak, Kamasha, Lakam, Hana, Bayadia, Awa, Hanmataza'a, verse 5. Waya'ain, Hakahan, Ath, Dawada, Waya Amar, Ayan, Lakam, Call, All, Takath, Yadai, Kaya, Lakam, Qudash, Yesha, Ath, Nashirawa, Hana Arayam, Ak, Ma'asha, verse 6, Waya'ain, Dawada, Ath, Hakahan, Waya Amar, Lawa, Kaya, Asha, Aitazara, Lanawa, Kata Mawal, Shalasham, Ba'ayatia, it's like a Bataza Yatia, Wayahayawa, Call, it's like a Call Ya, Hana Arayam, Quadash, Wahawa, the Rock, Call, Wa'ak, Kaya, Hayawam, Yakudash, Bakalya, verse 7. Wayathan, Lawa, Hakahan, Quadash, Kaya, La'ak, Haya, Sham, Lakam, Kaya, Lakam, Hapayanayam, Hapanyam, Hamawasayara, Hamawasa Rayam, Hamawasariam, Shalapanya, Yahweh, Lashawam, Lakam, Kam, Bayawam, Halakwatami, Halakwatami. This is the book of 1 Samuel chapter 21, verse 1 in the English. Then came David to Nob, Ahimelech, the priest, and it's like Ahimelech was afraid at the meeting of David and said unto him, Why art thou alone, and no man with thee? Verse 2, and David said unto Ahimelech, the priest, the king hath commanded me a business, and it said unto me, Let no man know anything of the business whereabout I send thee, and what I have commanded thee, and I have appointed my servants to such and such a place.
So as you see, David is moving wisely. You know what I mean? He is not trying to get caught. So Ahimelech was like, "What are you doing here?" You know?
Right.
But David just gave him a quick story. I'm on a secret mission. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Verse 3. Now therefore, what is under thine hand, give me 5 loaves of bread in mine hand, where there is present. Verse 4. And the priest answered David and said, There is no common bread under mine hand, but there is hallowed bread, if the young men have kept themselves at least from women. Verse 5. And David answered the priest and said unto him, Of a truth, women have been kept from us about these 3 days since I came out, and the vessels of the young men are holy, and the bread is in a manner common, though it were sanctified this day in the vessel.
So David is asking for the showbread, you know what I mean, the priest bread. So that goes on. You can't do this. You're going to hear fake Israelites and cats tell you all this stuff that you cannot do. And then the Bible is going to turn around and show you that you can do certain things.
Right.
You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Verse 6. So the priest gave him hallowed bread, but there was no bread there but the showbread that was taken from before the Lord, to put hot bread in the day when it was taken away. 7. Now a certain man of the servants of Saul was there that day, detained before the Lord, and his name was Doeg, an Edomite, the chiefest of the herdmen that belonged to Saul.
Here we go. You know what I mean? Now we're going to get into some of the treachery of Esau. That's why you can't trust the Edomite. Get this last 7.
Good.
Actually, finish out the chapter. It's only 15 in the chapter, so yeah.
It's the book of 1 Samuel chapter 21, verse 8 in the Hebrew. Washam, Ayash, my Yadia. It's like my body. A wall. Bayawam, Hahawa, Naitazar. Lapanya, Yahweh. Washama, it's like a Washamwa. The Ha'adamia, Abayawa. Hara'ain, it's like Hara'ain. Hara'ayam, Ashar, Lasha Awal, verse 9. Wa Amar, Dawada, La Kayamalak, Wa Ayan, Yasha, Pa, Takaf, Yadai, Hanayath, it's like a Kanayath, Awa, Karab, Kaya, Gum, Karabia, Wagum, Koya, La'a, Lakukatia, Bayadia, Kaya, Haya, Dabar, Hamalak, Nakawataza, verse 10, where you Amor, Hakahan, Karab, Goliath, Hapashatia, Ashar, Hakayath, Baimak, Ha'ala, Hana, Hawa'a, Lawata, Bashamala, Akarya, Ha'apawad, Atha, Takwa, Laka, Kwaka, Kaya, Ayan, Akarath, Zawalada, Baza, Waya Amar, Dawada, Ayan, Kamawa, Tanana, Laya, Wasilat, Waya Kwam, Dawada, Waya Barak, Bayawam, Hahawa'a, Napanya, Sha'awal, Wayaba'a, Al, Akayash, Malak, Gath, verse 12, Waya Amarwa, Ibadia, Akayash, Al-Yawa, Halawa'a, Za, Dawada, Malak, Harataza, Kalawa, it's like Halawa, Laza, Ya'yanwa, Bamakalawath, La'amar, Haka, Sha'awal, Ba'alapawa, Ba'alapayawa, Wadawada, Barababu, Batia, Barabad, Dayawa, verse 13, Wayasham, Dawada, Ath, Hadabaryam, Hala, Balababwa, Wayara'a, Ma'ad, Mapaniya, Akayash, Malak, Gath, verse 14, Wayashanwa, Ath, Ta'aimawa, Ba'ayana Yaham, Wayatala Halal, Bayadam, Wayatawa, Wayataya, Al, Delatawath, Hashai, Waya Irud, Waya Rawa, all, Zakanawa.
16.
Slash that chapter. Wayataya, slash that chapter.
All right, let's get the English.
It's the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 21, and verse 8 in the English. Now a certain man of the service of Saul's, or Slakin, 1 Samuel, chapter 21, verse 8, and David said unto Ahimelech, and is there not here under thine hand spear or sword? I have neither brought my sword nor my weapons with me, because the king's business required haste. Verse 9, and the priest said, the sword of Goliath, the Philistine, whom thou slewest in the valley of Elah, behold, it is here wrapped in a cloth behind the ephod. If thou would take that, take it, but there is no other save than here. And they said, there is none like that. Give it to me.
And David's here. So it just so happens that Goliath's sword is there where David is. You know what I mean? It was there as a trophy. And so David said, hey, there is no other sword in the world like that one. Because you got to believe, like people that watch anime, how you see the character that he got the big giant sword on his back. Well, they got that from David. That image right there, straight from the Bible. When you see that little anime character with the big sword on his back, know that they're imitating the power of King David. Go ahead.
Verse 10. And David arose and fled that day for fear of Saul, and went to Achish, the king of Gath. Verse 11. And the servants of Achish said unto him, is not this David the king of the land? Did they not sing one to another of him in dances, saying, Saul hath slain his thousands, and David his 10,000.
See, dude is being sarcastic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Isn't this King David? He king of the land. All the women came out singing that song with Saul only, you know what I mean? Dude is being very sorry. This song is what inspired Saul's wrath and jealousy and fury to flare up. And so this dude, he's mocking David. Go ahead.
Verse 12. And David laid upon these words in his heart. It's like, and David laid up these words in his heart and was so afraid of Achish, the king of Gath.
Yeah, because he's singing out that song. David has a right to be afraid because Achish just showed that he has some type of kinship with Saul. You know what I mean?
Right.
Calling David the king. Saul was trying to get David to admit to want to usurp the throne. So David realizes by this dude saying that, he has to be cautious because he may be in great danger. Go ahead.
Verse 13. And he changed his behavior before them and feigned himself mad in their hands and scribbled on the doors of the gate and let his spittle fall down upon his beard. Verse 14. Then said Achish unto his servants, lo, ye see the man is mad. Wherefore then have ye brought him to me? Verse 15. Have I need of madmen, that ye have brought this fellow to play the madman in my presence? Shall this fellow come out? It's like, shall this fellow come into my house?
So David was like, you know what? He thought real quick. He started playing crazy. Yeah, even drooled on his own beard. You know what I mean? Hey, David's a wise boy. You know what I'm saying? Look, don't let your pride get you killed. You know what I mean? David had he has a reason to be a very prideful man, to carry himself in a dignified manner because of all the honor that is bestowed upon him and fame in the land. But you see what he just did, right? And the king was like, this dude crazy. Y'all brought the crazy dude. What use have I had for some dude that's gonna have crazy? Y'all done brought me the madman. This ain't David, the king of the land. This is David, the nut job. That's how he looking. But David's moving wisely. You know what I mean? We got time for 7 more. Get to the next chapter.
It's the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 22, verse 1, the Hebrew. Wayalak, Dawadah, Masham, Waymalat, all, my Wrath, Idalam, Wayashamaiwa, Akayawa, Wakal, Bayath, Abayawa, Wayaradwa, Al-Yawa, Shema, verse 2, Wayato Kwabatazawa, Al-Yawa, Call, Ayash, Matazawak, Wakal, Ayash, Ashar, Lawa, Nasha'a, Wakal, Ayash, Mark, Napash, Wayahaya, Al-Yaham, Lashar, Wayayawa, Amawa, Ka'araba'ai, Ma'awath, Ayash, verse 3, Wayalak, Dawadah, Masham, Matazapah, Mawa'awa, it's like a Mawa'ah, Waya Amar, Al, Malak, Mawa'ah, Yataza'ah, Na, Abaya, Wa'amaya, Atakam, I, Ashar, Adai, Ma, Ya'isha, Laya, Al Yaham, verse 4, Wayanakam, Af, Panaya, Malak, Mawa'ab, Wayasabwa, Amawa, Call, Yamaya, Hayawam, Dawadah, Bama Tazawada, verse 5, where you Amar, Gud, Hanabaya, All, Dawada, La'a, Lashab, Batazamawada, Laka, Waba'ath, Laka, Arataza, Yahawada, Wayalak, Dawada, Wayaba'a, Yair, Karath, verse 6, Wayashamai, Sha'al, Kaya, Noadai, Dawada, Wa'anashayam, Ashar, Atawa, Washa'awal, Yawashab, Bagabaiha, Takaf, Ha'ashal, Barama, Wakanayatwa, Bayadwa, Wakal, Abadiwa, that's a Bayam, Al Yawa, verse 7, where you Amar, Sha'awal, Laibadiwa, Hanatazabayam, Al Yawa, Shamaiwa, Na'a, Banaya, Yamayanya, Gum, Lakalakam, Yathan, Ban, Yeshaya, Shadaiwath, Wakamayaf, Wakamayam, Lakalakam, Shayashayam, Shaya, Alapayam, Washaraya, Ma'awath. It's the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 22, and verse 1 in the English. David therefore departed thence and escaped to the cave Adullam. And when his brethren and all his father's house heard it, they went down thither to him.
So David once again escaped that. Like I said, when that king made that statement, David had to play crazy so the king would want him near him, and he was able to escape out. That was a dangerous situation right there. You better believe that king would have gave him over to Saul or killed him himself to try to gain favor with Saul. So now David's hiding in a spot at Adullam, and his father heard where he was hiding, so the whole family went down to see him. Go ahead.
Verse 2, and everyone that was in distress, and everyone that was in debt, and everyone that was disconnected, it's like they were discontented, gathered themselves unto him, and he became a captain over them. And there were with him about 400 men.
So then everyone that had a problem with Saul, they was in debt, you know what I mean, discontent, you know what I'm saying? They all they all gathered on to David. David's on the run, he's broke, you know what I mean? He's discontent, you know what I mean? Those who feel unjustly persecuted, you know what I mean, under Saul's governing, had just gathered themselves to David and made him their captain. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 3, and David went thence to Mizpah of Moab, and he said unto the king of Moab, let my father and my mother, I pray thee, come forth and be with you, till I know what the Most High would do for me. Verse 4, and he brought them before the king of Moab, and they dwelt with him all the while that David was in the hold.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 5, and the prophet Gad said unto David, abide not in the hold, depart and get thee into the land of Judah. Then David departed and came into the forest of Hereth. Verse 6, and Saul heard that David was discovered, and the men that were with him. Now Saul abode in Gibeah under a tree in Ramah, having his spear in his hand, and all his servants were standing about him.
Saul's sitting there ready for it. He's waiting with spear in his hand for the moment that we all know what he's really waiting for. He's waiting for his chance to put to stick that spear through David.
Right.
He's waiting there with his servants for any word about where David is at so he can go and kill him. Go ahead.
Verse 7, then Saul said unto his servants that stood about him, hear now, ye Benjamites, will the son of Jesse give every one of you fields and vineyards, and make you all captains of thousands and captains of hundreds?
Now he's trying to supplement himself to the people. Like, what can David do for you? Can David give y'all money? Can he give you land? Can he give you control? Basically telling them, can he give you power? Can he give you money? Can he give you wealth? That's what he's saying to our Benjamite brothers right there. Saul is trying to turn the people away from David. You know what I mean? He's basically this sounds like he's trying to offer some type of reward for information. You know what I mean? And he's also trying to make sure that the people don't gather themselves together onto David, that they stay, even if it's over monetary things, stay loyal to him. We got time for 7 more. Yeah. All right. We're gonna pick up next week with that.
Margin.
Yeah. Slap. Just us.
Baya Shalom.
Men of Israel. Margin. You understand? We're going to salute the scrolls.
No. Yeah, that's right.
We're going to salute the scrolls.
Start with the men up here and everyone in rank order.
Come.
Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Barak Yah.
Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Barak Yah.
Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Barak Yah.
Yes, like this. Salaki. See how you to your side. Not in front. Put your hands to your side. And then Amazim Shabbat. There you go. Barakia.
Upon Uncle Dom, turn to face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Abanel. Bashemayim. Wadash. Ayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malaka. Ratazarka. Ayah.
Aisha.
Ratazar. Kuwa. Ayah. Bashemayim. Tananau. Kum. Cow. Wam. Waslaknau. Yayanau. Manasai one. A ball. I was shine now. Ayan. Right. Ayah. The cup. Malakwa. Batapari. Laya Aman. In the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. Lead us not to temptation. But deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. Hakak, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Yahushua. Babakashah. Tananau. Hakak. Lara Paul. Call Maglam. We'll call Madawan. Hakak. Latahar. Hamatazariah.
Hamatazariah.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Lahakia.
Lahakia.
Amati.
Amati.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Al-Rakal Waf. Hatamalia. Hatama'ala.
Hatama'ala.
Nagar-Shan.
Nagar-Shan.
Bashim.
Bashim.
Yahushai. Water.
Amon. In English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Please give us the power. Power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. Power to cleanse the leper. Power to raise the dead. Power against unclean spirits. Cast them out. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you, so be it.
Pray to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Bashim. Yahushai. Raklinau. Yasharala. Bayaf. Sapari. Bashim. Yahushai. Water.
Amon. In the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Ashan.
Isupk.
Ayaya. Al. Ahariah. Mayan. Yabal.
Isaiah.
Ma'ai. Yahweh. Asha. Shamayam.
Waratazah.
Ayathan. Lamawat.
Regalka.
Al. Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Hana. Allah. Yanawam. Wala. Yashan. Sharamar. Yasharala.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Tazal.
Ayed.
Yamyaka. Yawamam. Hashamash. La'ah. Yakakal. Waya Rock. Belayallah.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
McCall.
Rod. Shamarka.
Yashamar.
Yashamar. Like Atan.
Ah.
I keep saying Atan.
Napashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ashamar.
Yashamar.
Tazaka. Wabawa'aka.
Wawa'aka.
Mayathan. I
will love in the English. I will lift up my eyes into the hill. From which cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he keepeth Yasharala. Shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. From this time forth. And even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim. Al-Damayan. Lakab. Al-Dashakwat. Dakarash.
Al-Thakarash.
Well, Dashakwat. Al. Kaya.
Hana.
Awadika. Yahamam.
Yawan. Ra'ash.
Al.
Amika.
Yarayamwa. Sawada. Wayatha. Yatazawan. Yatazawan.
Al-Tazawanyaka.
Amarwa. Lakawa. Wanna catch your dumb.
Wanna cock your dumb.
Magoya.
Yagoya.
Walla.
Walla
Yazakar.
Yashakar.
Sham Yasharala.
Sam Yasharala.
Awada.
Awada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Naai Tazawa.
Naai Tazawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Baryat.
Baryat.
Yakawashwa.
Yakaratwa.
Ahoya.
Ahoya.
Adawan.
Adawan.
Wa Yashaman.
Yashaman.
Alo Yom.
Alayam.
Mawa Ba.
Mawa Abba.
Mawa Abba.
Bulgaria.
Bulgaria.
Gabal.
Gabal.
I Mawan.
Amawan.
Wamalak.
Amalak.
Palashah.
Palashah.
I'm Shabia.
I'm Yeshabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Amam.
Amam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawat.
Zarawat.
Labanya.
Labanya.
Wat.
Labat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Laham.
Laham.
Kamadi.
Kamadi.
Kasaya. Kasaya.
Kasaya.
Sarah.
Sarah. Sarah.
Kawabian.
Kayabian.
Okay. Banakal.
Banakal.
Koyashwan.
Kayashwan.
Nashamadian.
Nashamadwa.
Bayan. Daira.
Daira.
Hayawa.
Hayawa. Daman.
Ladaman. Ladama.
Ladama.
Shawdambo.
Shayathamwa.
Nada.
Nada.
Yabmua.
Yabmua.
Kaira.
Kaira.
Wakazabak.
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 Wakazalmanai.
Wakazalmanai.
Call Nasiakambo.
Call Nasiakambo.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amaru.
Amaru.
Not Naya Rashad.
Naya Rashad.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Af. Nawat.
Nawat.
Alahayam.
Alahayam. Alahayam.
Shayathamwa.
Shayathamwa.
Kagagala.
Kagagala.
Kwash. Lapanya.
Lapanya.
Rakaka. Say it again.
Rawaka.
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 Kaash.
Kaash.
Daba Ira.
Daba Ira.
Yaira.
Yaira.
Wakalahaba.
Wakalahaba.
Dalahat.
Dalahat.
Harayam.
Harayam.
Khan.
Khan.
Darapadma.
Daradapma.
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 Basa Araka.
Basa Araka.
Wabasa.
Wabasa.
Wapafka.
Wapafka.
Daba Halam.
Daba Halam.
Mala.
Mala'ai.
Panya. Payaham.
Panyaham.
Kualawan.
Kualawan.
Waya Bashwaka.
Waya.
Waya Bakwashwa.
Bakwashwa.
Shemka.
Shemka. Yahweh.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa. Waya.
Bahawa.
Bahawa.
Ariyan. Ariai.
Ariai.
Waya. Kaparu.
Kaparu.
Waya. Abaru.
Abaru.
Waya.
Yaira.
Kaya.
Atha. Shemka. Yahweh. Labadka.
Ayawan.
Cal.
Cal.
In the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Thine enemies make a tumult.
They that hate thee, have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted.
And consulted
Against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden ones.
They have said, come, and let us cut them off.
Let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
That the name of Yasharallah.
The name of Yasharallah.
May be no more remembered.
May be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together.
They have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
Tabernacles of Edom.
Tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
The
The Baal.
The Baal.
Ammon.
And Ammon.
Amalek. The Philistines.
Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur is also joined with them.
Assur is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of
They
Lot.
have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah. Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
At the brook of, as to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kison.
The brook of Kison.
Perish that indoor.
Perish that indoor.
It became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Their nobles like Oreb.
And like Ze'el.
Like Ze'el.
Yea. All their princes as Zabah.
All their princes as Zabah.
And as Zamun.
And as Zamun.
Who said,
let
us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
the house of Yahweh in possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
As the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them
with thy tempest.
with thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
Make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
They may seek thy name.
They may seek thy name.
Oh Yahweh.
Oh Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And troubled forever.
And troubled forever.
Yea. Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou. Whose name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Out the Most High.
The Most High.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
Song turn.
Men of Israel, Ahmad Shabbat, Ahmad, Barak,
Yahweh Bashim El Sabbath Thor.
Yahweh Batah. Sabbath service is dismissed.
It's like